She wasn't born into fame, yet there was always something unmistakable about her, a quiet intensity, emotional intelligence, and a screen presence that lingered long after the scene ended. Beren Saat didn't arrive in Turkish entertainment by accident. She earned her place through depth, discipline, and performances that reshaped expectations of what a leading actress could be. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Beren Saat was born on February 26, 1984, in Ankara, Turkey, into an academically inclined family far removed from the entertainment world. Her early life revolved around education and curiosity rather than cameras. She studied business administration at Basket University, but storytelling always pulled her in another direction. Her entry into acting came after participating in a television acting competition, where her natural emotional control and expressive presence immediately stood out. Her acting career began in the early 2000s, but it was her role as Beren Saat in Aşk-ı Memnu that transformed her into a cultural phenomenon. The series became one of the most iconic productions in Turkish television history, and Beren's portrayal of a complex, conflicted woman redefined female characters on screen. She didn't play Biter for sympathy. She played her with honesty, vulnerability, and emotional realism, earning widespread acclaim and multiple awards. Rather than staying within one formula, Beren deliberately expanded her range. She delivered haunting performances in Fatma Gül'ün Sukuna, a series that resonated internationally for its social impact and emotional weight. Later roles in Intikam and Atay, The Gift, showed her ability to move between grounded realism and symbolic storytelling, especially as Turkish content gained global reach through streaming platforms. Beren's approach to roles has always been intentional. She chooses characters that demand emotional depth and narrative responsibility, often stepping into stories that challenge audiences rather than comfort them. This selectiveness has kept her career impactful rather than oversaturated. Off-screen, her public image reflects intellect and restraint. She avoids constant visibility, rarely engages in sensationalism, and allows her work to speak first. She is also known for her interest in social issues, literature, and cultural discussions, which subtly inform the kinds of projects she accepts. Her lifestyle mirrors balance and privacy. Although her marriage to singer Kenan Doğulu placed her in the public eye, she has consistently maintained boundaries between her personal life and professional identity. She values structure, mental clarity, and long periods away from the spotlight when needed. Fashion-wise, Beren represents refined elegance. She favors classic silhouettes, understated luxury, and thoughtful styling rather than trend-driven excess. At international events and brand collaborations, her presence feels composed and intellectual rather than performative. By 2026, Beren Saat is widely regarded as one of the most influential actresses in Turkish television history. Her estimated net worth reflects decades of high-caliber projects, global streaming success, and selective endorsements. More importantly, her credibility remains intact, a rare achievement in a fast-moving industry. What truly sets her apart is emotional courage. Beren is unafraid of uncomfortable narratives, flawed characters, or silence. She trusts storytelling over spectacle, and that trust has built her legacy. From modern classics to globally streamed series, Beren Saat's journey is defined by substance over speed. As of 2026, she stands not just as a star, but as a benchmark, a symbol of depth, integrity, and lasting impact in modern entertainment. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. He wasn't born into fame, yet there was always a presence about him, a quiet intensity and emotional depth that made audiences pause and feel every scene more deeply. Aras Bulut İynemli didn't simply enter Turkish entertainment. He built his reputation role by role, transforming raw potential into one of the most respected acting careers of his generation. You're watching Celebrity Fandom. If you're into deep dives on star journeys, lifestyles, and the real stories behind the spotlight, hit subscribe now and stay tuned for more. Aras Bulut İynemli was born on August 25, 1990, in Istanbul, Turkey. Unlike many who plan their path toward acting from childhood, Aras initially focused on education, studying aircraft engineering at Istanbul Technical University. Yet even during his academic years, his natural charisma and strong screen presence began opening doors in modeling and advertising, gradually pulling him toward the world of performance. His acting journey began with the youth drama Oyul Bir Geyser Zaman Ki, where he portrayed Mida Karsu. The emotional complexity he brought to the role immediately caught public attention, proving that he possessed rare dramatic instincts even as a newcomer. That breakthrough laid the foundation for a career defined by bold choices and powerful storytelling. Rather than staying within one character type, Aras consistently challenged himself. In Matizm Yüzyıl, he stepped into the historical world as Sait Saad Beyazıt, delivering a performance filled with intensity and royal conflict. Later, in Ayserd, he portrayed Umut Yılmaz, navigating a layered narrative of loyalty, identity, and revenge. The series became a massive success and further cemented his status as a leading man capable of carrying emotionally demanding roles. His transformation into Yamak Kakavali in Çukur marked another turning point. The gritty crime drama showcased his ability to portray vulnerability, rage, and responsibility all at once. Yamak became one of the most iconic characters in modern Turkish television, and Aras carried the role with controlled power and authenticity for multiple seasons. On the big screen, he expanded his range even further. His portrayal of a father in the film Seven, Kogastaki Mukai's deeply moved audiences and achieved international recognition through global streaming platforms. The film's emotional weight demonstrated his capacity to connect with viewers far beyond Turkey's borders. Aras's approach to roles reflects precision and commitment. He selects projects that demand emotional transformation rather than surface-level performance. Instead of repeating familiar formulas, he gravitates toward characters who struggle, evolve, and confront moral conflict. This careful balance between mainstream appeal and artistic depth keeps his career dynamic and respected. Off-screen, Aras maintains a composed and private image. He avoids unnecessary publicity and rarely overshares personal details, choosing instead to let his work define his public identity. His lifestyle reflects discipline and focus, centered around preparation, fitness, and continuous growth as an actor. Although his relationships have occasionally attracted media interest, he consistently redirects attention toward his craft. Within the industry, he is described as hardworking, humble, and deeply invested in understanding the psychology of his characters. Aras's influence now extends beyond Turkish television. With strong international streaming numbers and a loyal fan base across multiple countries, he has become one of Turkey's most bankable male stars. His estimated net worth reflects consistent earnings from television, film, and select brand endorsements, built steadily through long-term credibility rather than short-lived hype. What truly sets him apart is transformation. From emotional youth dramas to historical epics, crime thrillers, and heartfelt cinema, Aras Bulut İynemli continuously evolves. He embraces risk, seeks intensity, and prioritizes meaningful storytelling over comfort. That determination quietly shapes every phase of his journey. As of 2026, Aras Bulut İynemli stands not only as a leading actor, but as a symbol of depth, versatility, and modern Turkish stardom. That wraps up today's feature. If you enjoyed this content, like the video and subscribe to Celebrity Fandom for more in-depth celebrity stories. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.